I haven't been here in a while. You used to talk over this one.
Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, non-binaries, and transgenders, this is the Ultra Heelz Wrestling Podcast, live from Bravery Studios in Garfield, New Jersey. I am Darth Messiah.
Certified Hood Classic.
I am Darth Messiah 2.0. I'm the mailboy and the CEO. In case you did not know, every time that I come, that it's time to go. Because your boy don't pull it off these hoes. And Alex is a little under the weather. He's got a scratchy throat. I think he's got some pussy hair stuck in there. So back for, I believe this is the third time. It's still a man without an actual name, but we're going to call you Bartman until you come up with one.
Yeah, no, I think Bartman's just stuck now.
Okay.
I think the last time it was just something about me being a babyface, even though I'm 100% ultra heel, but yeah, it is what it is right now.
There we go. And Mr. J. Kidd is got some family business to attend to, so Mr. Gnarly Marv has graced us with his presence today.
It's been a while. It's been a while. I didn't even remember what the intro was.
Yeah. It's been so long he didn't know to play the new music.
Yeah. I'm sorry. That was the intro when I was doing it.
But that's okay. It's an old school song for us.
Been so long for me, I forgot about the new music. I'm like, oh yeah, there's the intro.
It is what it is. But one thing you do enjoy when you watch from the other room, Cheeks of the Week.
Hey.
The way we get hyped for the show. And we've got a week packed of cheeks. We got cheeks on cheeks on cheeks. And one of our favorites, Nikita Lyons, and her puppy. Making a
Puppy, yeah.
Yes, puppy. Not puppies like JR and the King, but a puppy. And then we've got a plethora of it was, I guess, hot weather. Everybody's, get naked. We got Brandy. The second one is Noelle Foley, daughter of Mick Foley. Yeah. She has started an OnlyFans in the past week.
Yep.
Then we have Tori Wilson, little booties matter too, and Paige Van Zant on the far right, who has also started an OnlyFans in the past 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, I forgot she has.
So, if you're listening to this on audio, you need to do yourself a favor. Hop over to YouTube, watch the first 3 minutes of the show, see the cheeks. Otherwise, you're doing yourself a great disservice.
It's worth
but this right here, Willie fucking Mack.
Oh yeah,
Willie Mack, who he did not re-sign with Impact, is living his best life right now. I don't know who these women are, but he is living his best life.
It looks like it was a con. He's at a Toy Con, and I guess
could be
they're big fans of him.
That's one hell of a convention to be at.
Yeah.
It says Toy Con in the background, but I don't think this was for kids.
No, clearly not for kids.
No.
Unless that's just the back room.
Yeah, it looks out in the open. You got the banner in there.
I could see that maybe being a side room off the stage for a photo shoot.
Could be.
Willie Mack, who has stepped away from wrestling, is living his best life.
Oh, I didn't realize he stepped away from.
Oh yeah, he didn't resign. He did not resign with Impact.
Oh.
He's been off TV for like 3 months now.
Oh shit! Yeah,
I think his last one was No Surrender, or whatever the February pay-per-view was.
Yeah, I think that was No Surrender. I mean, still great for him. My God.
Yeah, what a man. What a man.
So, correct me if I go too fast with the slides.
Okay.
Just go to the next one?
Yeah, we go to the next one now.
Okay.
Yeah, we're light on slides this week, so. Yeah. The big news of the first big news of the week. No, I'm sorry, it's the second one. We'll get to the first one. The second big news of the week, CM Punk is injured. He broke his foot. And will be out of action. We still don't know how long, but he's not been stripped of the title, as Chris Jericho said on Rampage. He's not been stripped. They're going to assign an interim champion until he comes back. And he will then face that person and we'll have a undisputed champion. Thoughts?
This is the most confusing interim situation now that the whole New Japan match was originally announced with Tanahashi and Punk.
Uh-huh.
Now it's Moxley, who was randomly assigned, in my opinion, the number one man. Now going, the other competitor is a Battle Royal participant.
Versus Moxley
To decide the interim AEW World Champion. Plus now we have Tanahashi versus, who was it again?
I forgot.
God, I can't remember.
Yeah, move on.
But well, it's Tanahashi versus whoever that competitor is. I cannot remember the name right now, and he's definitely a big name in New Japan. To decide who goes on to face the interim AEW World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah, there you go. Now, on Friday, right as Rampage, as CM Punk was saying, I broke in my foot, yada yada, I'm stepping away. I went and I looked up the power rankings on the AEW website. Punk is champion. Scorpio Sky is the TNT champion. Ranked number 1, Wardlow. Number 2, Adam Cole. Number 3, Hangman. Number 4, Jon Moxley. Number 5, Jay Lethal. Now, on Saturday, you can hit the next slide, Marv. On Saturday, when it was announced that Jon Moxley will be facing the winner of the whatever Battle Royal, and this is this tweet by Tony Khan, and then the official press letter from AEW. When this came out, I went and looked up the power rankings again because I'm like, wasn't Jon Moxley number 4? Why did they make him the person to not have to qualify? He just gets the match. On Saturday, Jon Moxley is now number 1. Wardlow is number 2. Hangman is still 3. Adam Cole dropped the 4, and Jay Lethal is still number 5. So they're now working their statistics just to fit what's going on.
Rumors are going around about an Adam Cole injury that I still haven't seen more information on. But if he is injured, okay, that makes sense for him dropping to 4 and Hangman Page being at 3. Fine.
But
why is Wardlow number 1?
Statistics. None of these people were in a match on Rampage. Why did the rankings change? Even if Adam Cole's injured, nobody on this list had a match on Rampage. Why did the list change?
Let's also clarify, not just Rampage. I'm not even sure if any of these guys had matches on Dark recently. And I don't follow Dark that much, but
Adam Cole and CM Punk were on Dynamite. Well, Punk is a champion, but
yeah.
And wasn't it Cole and the Bucks versus somebody? I forgot what the actual match was.
No, I do not remember. All I know is this. It explains why Jay Lethal is on the list. Why? Because Jay
Lethal, who's never on TV and never wins on TV.
It's the AEW
It's fucking dark.
It's
yes.
the AEW dark matches. That's the thing. Because I had this conversation before with someone who is a big AEW fan.
Yes, dark and elevation, like how fucking Swerve and Lee ended up in the top 5. I've seen it on TV once, but they're the top 5 tag team ranked team.
How, Sway?
I get it, but I shouldn't have to watch another show to understand your show.
It fixes the storyline, but I mean, this is getting to a point where it's worse than 09, 010, 011 Raw, when you literally had to watch both shows to actually get a storyline.
Actually, that's when you didn't have to watch SmackDown, because SmackDown was just a recap of Raw.
Yeah. You literally watch SmackDown just to figure out what happened during Raw.
That's pretty much all it was.
Yeah.
Because that's when it was being taped on Tuesday and shown on either Thursday or Friday. That was the dark ages of SmackDown.
And my intro years to wrestling, so I can't complain.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
But what we were talking about the other day, who should be the interim world champion? I think the last thing you said to me was
Eddie
Kingston. Okay.
Eddie Kingston was my choice because it sets up the rivalry. It sets up the title match with Jon Moxley, who was given the contendership, and you have that sort of LAX Blackpool Combat Club sort of rivalry feud happening right now after their. What the hell was the name of the match?
Anarchy in the Arena.
Anarchy in the Arena, yeah.
Not to be confused with Stadium Stampede.
I was going to say Ambrose Asylum after that match, but whatever. But yeah, so you have Moxley versus Kingston. You give Kingston the title win. Kingston's got, if I'm correct, Kingston has good working relations with New Japan. If he doesn't, I mean, okay, then you set up Gojo, that's who I think it is.
Yeah.
So
that
like,
sounds right.
instead of Tanahashi, you could do Kingston Gojo, good match, and then next thing you know, when CM Punk starts to get healthy, now you're bringing back Kingston versus Punk, which is another one of the matches that helped get Kingston over and over and over to this level that he's at right now.
What about Danielson?
If he wasn't injured,
he's injured too.
he's injured too.
The fuck? How did I miss that one?
Okay, you missed a lot. This is the rumored summer of injuries. We went from the summer of Punk again to the summer of injuries.
What's wrong with him?
Don't know. I really don't know. I don't watch AEW enough anymore. Granted, I also don't have cable. I try and keep up where I can.
See, I think the beauty of that would be, because to me, Daniel Bryan was actually, for me, above CM Punk as the top guy in the company.
Agreed.
Before Blackpool Combat Club, BCC.
Agreed.
So if he were to win the Battle Royal, which I really don't want to see Daniel Bryan win a Battle Royal to get a title match again. I feel like that's beneath him. But so be it. Then so you now have the partners against each other that have already had a match against each other. So you have a match against each other again. He wins the title, and now assuming Punk comes back within the next 3 months, because it doesn't seem to be that severe of a foot injury. So if he comes back in the next 3 months, he can be there for All Out is now Punk versus Danielson, or the second stadium show in Queens.
Yeah.
One or the other, both land in September.
Yep.
That's the biggest match you can book is Punk and Danielson.
And to clarify, we both say not MJF right now. We do want MJF versus Punk. We just want that later.
Yes, the trilogy match.
Yes,
because they've had two. So
yes, that third match has to be for the title. It has to be about Punk is champion and healthy.
When Punk officially drops the belt, it needs to be the MJF, assuming he's still there.
Yes, assuming.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because he said, "Fire me, you fucking Mark." And we'll move on to that now. You can hit the next slide, Mark. So, obviously, we've all now seen. If you haven't seen it, you've obviously been living under a rock. The pipe bomb that we now have called every shoot promo a pipe bomb now, but whatever.
Yeah.
MJF basically told the truth on everything that's happening in AEW. If you don't agree with him, you're just a mark. Whether you're a supporter or a detester of AEW, he spit facts. Tony Khan's overpaying ex-WWE people that are just mid. MJF is still on his original deal. He's making less than like 90% of the roster. He's gotten over despite bad booking. What else did he mention? The crowd believes whatever's on the internet because the whole thing about he was leaving Las Vegas that weekend.
Yeah.
He purposely started that rumor to fool the fucking world. He never left. He said, I put over Wardlow because that's the kind of guy I am. Everything he said was true.
Yeah.
Now, according to a report from WarnerMedia, the company that owns TBS and TNT, they have now a mandate that MJF is removed from all AEW advertising. So, whether you think this is a work or a shoot, the parent company of TNT and TBS says we don't want to advertise him. Now, mind you, at Dynamite last week, this was in LA, and this is where all the big network executives came to the show.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
In all honesty, because also it was funnier when they were cursing out "you're a fucking mark," and that Fight TV and all the others were just blasting it.
Yeah.
TNT and TBS were the only people that censored it, and you just go online immediately, search it up, and see it uncensored. It was hilarious.
Yeah. You can say shit all you want on TNT, but you can't say fuck. Go figure out those morals.
Yeah.
But Would they actually let MJF go?
No. He right now, MJF is solely to TNT and AEW because of word of mouth.
Would they tell MJF to stay home?
No. I feel like no.
Would MJF pull a Mercedes and Trinity and voluntarily go home?
If the situation is that severe, then yes.
I have a feeling that would be the... Unless he's already secretly got a pay raise that's not coming out, I feel like he just might go home.
As much as I see this being real, see this being a work, I mean to say, I could see he secretly got a bonus to do this sort of shoot promo. Keep building it until something big finally happens, and then we hear the announced reworked contract.
The way I see it is, Tony Khan sees this is money right now.
Yes, 100%.
Tony Khan said, I'm going to go voice your displeasure in front of the public. I'm going to let you do that. But Tony Khan didn't foresee MJF's ability to spin the story in his favor. Because he's basically a babyface now with the crowd after that promo.
Yeah, it's the summer of Punk again, essentially.
So
and Pipe Bomb Punk, yeah.
So MJF is now, he has the leverage. Either Tony Khan has to pay him, or he can just say, I'll stay home for the next year and a half. Hello, Bruce Pritchard. I'd like the job, please.
Well, actually, he may not even just have to stay home. He may be able to work indie deals depending on the contract.
Well, yeah.
It's the original AEW contract.
Yeah.
It's not like one of the newer ones. So the original contracts, I think, had more leeway to go and do independent shows. Now
Correct.
he just doesn't have to do any AEW show. He could just go to some random show. Hell, he could probably go to Impact for one match.
I think Impact requires clearance.
Okay. If Impact requires clearance, it's different. But he could go to other companies.
Because it's the TV contract that because your image and
yeah.
likeness being used on someone else's media platforms, that gets complicated. So even like New Japan now needs clearance because they're on Access,
Right.
Which is shown in the U.S., which is owned by Anthem, I believe.
Oh, so when MJF goes to control your narrative and changes his name, he'll be fine.
I don't think he'll be going there.
No, hell no.
Hell
no.
I don't think he has good ties with the people that run Control Your Narrative.
But I haven't seen him do a suicide dive yet.
This is true. He has not done a Topa Suicida, and he doesn't do super kicks, which are also banned.
Yeah.
What was the other thing they banned?
Let's see. It was Tope Suicida,
Super kicks,
and Petey Williams, Canadian Destroyer.
Oh yes, Canadian Destroyers. Yes, he does not do Canadian Destroyers.
Which I'm surprised the Canadian Destroyer picked back up in popularity. I'm surprised in all honesty about that.
Yeah.
It went from being solely a Petey Williams move to where, now we see how it's done safe. Everyone uses it.
Like the pile driver. The pile driver is now meaningless.
Yep.
Because in the 70s and the 80s, where it was a worked band move, so you did it behind the ref's back, and then the person got stretched out of the arena after the match. But now it's just, Kane and Undertaker can use in WWE, and then the entire fucking industry uses the pile driver.
Eric Young and Impact.
Cody.
Back in the TNA days.
I wonder if Cody would be allowed to use it in WWE.
I feel like he doesn't need to use it in WWE.
Speaking of Cody, he paid tribute to Triple H once again, and he tore his pec.
This is the craziest wound I've seen on a person ever.
Because it's internal bleeding.
Yeah, I see. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I was
Because literally all the muscle, all the titty meat is unattached. It's just hanging on the inside of your body.
That's nuts.
That's the best way to describe it.
Titty meat?
Oh,
Yeah,
it's titty meat.
That's nuts.
Yeah, it's just dangling on the inside, and the blood is just flowing freely.
And to clarify what Messiah here is talking about, is that it completely ripped off the bone. So that is why he was cleared to do this one last match for the time being.
Yeah, because they said because of the severity of the injury, it just can't get any worse. That's literally why they let him wrestle.
Yeah, that's probably what it says on his doctor note. Like,
Yeah.
Because what originally happened is he slightly tore it on Monday during Raw, and then just through the week during the weight training, he completely fucked it up.
Oh my god.
Because I guess he didn't realize it, and then he just completely fucked it up. So that's why they let him do the match like that. And now he'll be out approximately 6 months, even though on Raw he said, I hope to see you at Money in the Bank.
He could still, they'll probably do stuff like how Samoa Joe when he was injured, commentary kind of stuff. Maybe he could be a manager, but this is just a non-compete injury.
Okay.
So, Royal Rumble, hopefully?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it's 6 months, it's currently early June. If he comes back mid-December,
He'll be ready.
he come back for day one. I'd say day one.
I'd say day one he'd start a rivalry again, which would end up happening during the Rumble.
I say you come back with another surprise opponent, and it's him again.
Nah.
But then again, it's too predictable because now you know it's 6 months away.
Yeah, and it's also expected.
But yeah, he'll come back. Do I want him to win the Rumble? Fine. But I feel like then it's just, oh my God, yeah, they're just over pushing him now.
It depends on who wins Money in the Bank. Because the rumors of if Seth Rollins wins Money in the Bank, then he cashes at least on one of the titles on Roman, and then you build up Seth and Rollins again. Seth Rollins and Cody for what is it, 4 now? For
Yeah,
Mania.
it'll be 4
for Mania.
See, the issue with that is Drew McIntyre, Roman Reigns, September in Cardiff. That's the match.
Yeah, but that could
The UK show is Drew McIntyre, Roman Reigns. And I have a really good feeling McIntyre's winning the belt off Reigns that night.
Well, is it still going to be unified at the time? And then is Drew going to carry over the unified title? Because I'm
pretty sure they're keeping it unified because the brand extension's pretty much done.
Oh, okay, yeah. If the rumors of that are happening, then yeah, I can see
Brand
that.
extension's pretty much done. So McIntyre winning the unified title off of Reigns at UK, that's pretty set in stone right now as far as I understand.
Which would make sense. It's Cardiff, Wales, not Scotland, but
Close enough.
yeah.
Isn't it? I think it's the same island, but you know, what's my geography?
Oh, I actually been to Wales and Scotland, but I don't remember if it's the same island, but yeah, same countryside kind of thing, yeah.
Yeah. So Cody, and then the people on before we go that far. Yes, the people on the internet that want to say things about Cody Rhodes. We're going to start with Ryback. Have you seen this?
Oh God, no, I haven't.
This is almost as good as Sheik tweets. We might do some Sheik tweets tonight.
Hey,
Oh, Sheik put out a good one this afternoon.
I love those tweets.
Cody Rhodes will be fine. I've watched True Kofi wrestle his whole career with no pecs and be successful.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
You know, Kofi has the muscle like deformment in his chest, so yeah, he has no pecs.
Yeah, I gotcha.
And then this one by some idiot Mark on this person states, and this is me turning off the pay-per-view and canceling my Peacock subscription. This is just as responsible as letting Owen Hart drop down from the ceiling. Excuse me?
How?
Sheesh, that's...
Excuse me?
How?
Huh?
Well, if this person must be okay. The caption on the person that posted it. Some AEW fans are going in on WWE last night for allowing Cody Rhodes to work. Now, did Cody Rhodes not purposely put himself through a flaming table set on fire by his wife?
I'm also gonna go on to...
In AEW. So if you're an AEW stan, I think that's more dangerous than the working with the torn pec.
I'm also going to say is responsible as letting Owen Hart drop down from the ceiling. Yeah, we all know Vince back in the 90s would also do these same things to test. He said, if I'm not doing this, I won't let my wrestlers do it.
Like when he jumped off the thing in NXT for Rob Gronkowski.
Yes.
And that was like 2 years ago.
And Shawn Michaels' grand WrestleMania entrance where he's zip-lining down from the stadium.
Which was successful, and then the Owen Hart one wasn't.
Yeah, Vince McMahon did both of them. So how does that work? How?
Houseway.
Houseway.
And it's the same company that did all the Sting spots. So again, it was on the fucking company that fucked it up, not Vince, not WWE. Yes, they just kept telling Owen, no, you have to do this, but it was, again, it's on the fucking the company that made the fucking pulley system. But that's another story for another day. And I'm sure Alex would have lots to say about that because he's a big Owen fan.
I'm picturing it right now.
Yeah. But yeah, people on the internet and their stupid tweets. I only had two, right? Yeah, I only had two. The Judgment Day.
Oh, God.
Edge. Rhea Ripley. Damian Priest. They looked good as a unit. Minus Rhea Ripley's not getting her gear in time for Hell in a Cell. That's why she wore that stupid purple mesh top.
I don't think anyone looked at the purple mesh top in all honesty.
I did.
I mean, I looked at it, but I don't think I was paying attention to the purple mesh top the entire time.
I did, because I was like, I was like, I'm feeling the booty shorts, but then what the fuck is going on with the top? And then she put on Twitter later that night that her gear didn't arrive, but she had it for Raw, so she wore it on Raw, which was basically just modified to make her existing gear just into shorts of the whatever.
I'll take the shorts.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. I'll take the shorts.
So we had the Cody clock going for the last couple weeks?
Yes.
We now have the Judgment Day clock.
Oh, God.
So at the top of Raw, they put up the graphic, countdown to Judgment Day. So 1 hour and 55 minutes and something seconds until Judgment Day appears on your screen.
And I remember seeing the tweet, announced a new member.
Yes, announcing a new member, which was Finn Balor.
My head still hurts.
And then, as Finn Balor's saying why he decided to Judgment Day, why he's joining the Judgment Day, he has seen the light. He was talking to Damian Priest last night, and him and Damian Priest have come to one conclusion, that Edge is in the way. And then they proceed to beat down Edge. Hit the next slide.
Wrong slide, but okay, that works too.
That was the one after it.
Oh,
right.
I didn't put the other one in there. My bad.
Okay,
my bad.
So anyone remember when Finn Balor, AJ Styles, and all essentially Bullet Club leaders get attacked from behind by their own teammates?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that was
basically same thing.
That was it.
Finn Balor, Rhea Ripley, and Damian Priest all attack Edge from behind. Pause.
Yeah, so now the rumor is, it's starting to come out on social media now, that Edge was removed from Judgment Day because they now need a top babyface because of Cody being away.
Finn was right there. AJ Styles is right there. I get Edge because he's the Hall of Famer, but you have guys right there.
I'd say AJ Styles over Finn.
Agreed.
Because there was a statement that came out that says Vince is not going to push Finn Balor, even though he got the U.S. title the next week after that came out. But so whatever. But AJ, two-time world champion, he still gets one of the biggest pops on his entrance. He's still a top merch mover.
Yep.
I'm not.
You can sort of see Riddle being pushed right now, and
Riddle's still a project, but he's clearly going to be the guy coming up soon.
Right.
So, because within the backstage roster rankings, Cody was number 1. AJ was the number 2 babyface, and then Riddle was 3rd. But I guess within the whatever they decided to do, they've now hopped Edge over to the babyface side, and he's the number 1 above Riddle and AJ.
I swear this is going to be hilarious if AJ somehow joins them and then Liv and Rhea now become a tag team again.
I say Edge now joins AJ and Liv. It only makes sense since we're doing a double turn. Shout out to the Double Turn podcast, friends of the podcast. Haven't talked to those guys in a while. And that's the first shout out I've ever done.
Yeah, I've never heard you do that before. Yeah, man.
Actually, I have a thing where I hate the word shout out. I usually say respect to somebody.
Yeah.
But I guess I got soft and I slipped. So respect to those guys, regardless. Respect to those guys.
We're getting old.
Yeah, I'm getting old. I'm getting soft in my old age.
Yeah. Next thing you know, you're going to say something nice about Peter Rosenberg.
Let's not push it. Let's not push it.
That ain't happening.
Let's not push it.
Nope, that ain't happening.
No, I did say something nice, but I said I respect his hustle. He sucks he's a scumbag as a human being, but I respect his hustle.
Okay, yeah.
To get where you are with no talent, I respect that hustle.
I can see that.
like the Kardashians, I respect the hustle, but you're low lives. I respect the hustle, but you're low lives.
Yeah, that's about right.
There you go.
So the slide that we pulled up by accident, Samoa Joe is going to be in the Twisted Metal movie.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes!
this one I can join in on this conversation.
I think I played it like twice as a kid. Because I wasn't allowed to play it, so I had to play it at a friend's house. So
They were very dark games.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I think he's perfect for this role.
No, 100%. 100% perfect.
Yeah. Sweet Tooth. He's playing Sweet Tooth, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
So Sweet Tooth is a overweight kind of guy. Not that Samoa Joe is not fit for what he's doing, but like the build is like perfect. The
Yeah.
build is perfect.
An everyman.
Yeah.
An everyman, but he's in shape.
Yeah. Exactly. So yeah, I definitely could see this.
I'm wondering if they're gonna do a clown mask or if they're gonna like just give like a clown face painting onto Joe's face, and then what are they gonna do for the hair or with the fire? I should.
That's
say.
all CGI. The fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the CGI. The fire's gonna be CGI, but
The hair could be his, I guess. I mean.
yeah, just dye the hair instead
Yeah.
of putting a wig.
Yeah,
on.
just grow it out a little bit.
Yeah. They can pull it off. I think it should be a mask though, because
Fiend mask.
yeah, actually that's what I used to think of when I used to see the Fiend. But yeah, I think it should be a mask. Just so you can match it perfectly with like the video game, because that's something that fans will like want to see.
Oh God! Now that you say the Fiend, I just realized. Imagine him just surprise interim world heavyweight champion at AEW. I wouldn't hate it, but I'd be more confused.
I still see him showing up in Impact, but Wyndham.
Wyndham and Callahan. Don't give me that idea.
Oh God.
Don't give me that idea, please. No.
Now my question to you guys is: has Samoa Joe done any other acting or anything?
Not that I know of.
Voice acting. Yes.
Oh
I've
yeah,
heard.
he has done voice acting. I remember.
He's
hearing
done
it.
voice acting, but he's never. I don't know how much live action.
Yeah, I don't think he's done any live action acting.
Well, with the mask on, it's his voice is what's going to be really.
I'm not even sure if
selling
it's
it.
his voice per se, but because I know he's the physical actor. I don't know if they like if they're gonna do a voiceover. If I hope it's his voice, because just going back to his feud with AJ Styles, Wendy.
Oh, Wendy.
I'm like, yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, I was gonna say
100%
his voice could work. I can see his voice being.
Yeah.
No, it's good.
And Liv Morgan also got an acting role. She will be in the dark comic thriller called The Kill Room. I know nothing about it, but it will feature Samuel L. Jackson and Uma Thurman.
Okay, nice little Pulp Fiction reunion there.
Yeah. One of my favorite movies, by the way, top 3.
Pulp Fiction, yeah.
Yeah, top 3.
Yeah, definitely.
I just randomly popped that on, just because. Actually, I'm like in the middle of it right now. I was watching it on Sunday. I'm up to the scene where Uma Thurman overdoses and John Travolta has to take her back to the drug dealer.
Yeah,
to get the EpiPen.
Great scene.
Yeah.
Great scene.
Speaking of which, total side story. When I was in college, when I was doing audio production, we had to recreate a movie scene and do your own sound effects. I picked that scene.
Wow. So what sound did you pick when the needle like goes through her chest?
I wish I knew.
I would have picked something funny.
I think we took we blew up a
plunger?
plastic bag and just stabbed it with a pen.
A plunger.
Oh yeah.
If I have the fucking DVD, I'll bring it to you.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious to watch.
That was fucking. That was probably one of the best projects we did in that
If you
class.
have the DVD, I need to see that. If you find that, I need to see that immediately.
Yeah, the good old days. Good old days.
Good old days.
You want to talk about NXT since you watched NXT and I did not?
Yeah, no.
You could be our NXT aficionado because we just don't watch it here anymore.
In regards, it's like, okay, so I know Messiah here watched Hell in a Cell, so I'm like, okay, let me do the responsible thing and watch in your house.
Yeah, just give me the big matches because
we're
kind of anti NXT 2.0 around here.
Here's the rundown: Legado del Fantasma versus the Family, which is Tony D'Angelo's faction. Legado del Fantasma lost. The Family won, and now the Family controls both factions. Where they came up with this stipulation, I don't know. Seems interesting, but it also reminds me of 2008, 2009. Main Event Mafia versus the Eric Young World Elite faction kind of thing.
Or also House of Hardy faction family office thing.
Yeah.
Andrade takes over, and then he decides to get married, and he's only in charge for 2 weeks, and the rest of them haven't been seen on TV since.
The NXT women's tag team title match, Toxic Attraction versus Carter and Chance. I almost fell asleep. This was not it wasn't an interesting match. It was a decent match. It was not interesting. Carmelo Hayes versus Cameron Grimes, NXT North American title.
To the moon.
I gotta say, I'm loving Carmelo Hayes right now. He's one of the few reasons I actually want to keep watching NXT 2.0.
He's got good charisma.
Carmelo Hayes reminds me of a younger AJ Styles in that sense.
Okay.
Mandy Rose versus Wendy Chu for the NXT Women's title.
Wendy Chu needs a new fucking gimmick ASAP.
Wendy Chu reminds me of my roommate in terms of how many onesies she will use during random segments. Thank God Mandy Rose is the champion, though, still.
Again, if she didn't have that fucking gimmick, I wouldn't be mad with Wendy Chu as champion. You do know she's also the fucking old lady that was supposed to be the leader of Xia Li and that other guy.
Okay, I'm glad I don't care anymore.
Yeah, she was Mei Ying or whatever. That was her too.
Okay.
She's had 2 horrible gimmicks.
And then the 2 matches out of the 3 matches, which is
Boa, his name was Boa.
The 3 matches you want to watch during this pay-per-view is the Carmelo Hayes match, and then the other 2 matches to finish up the card, the Creed Brothers versus Pretty Deadly.
I know, I saw the Creed Brothers win. I saw the announcement of it.
The Creed Brothers remind me of a younger, more raw version of American Alpha.
Okay.
So they're actually interesting to watch. The whole moonsault at the end, literally at the end of the match.
I still find it weird that Pretty Deadly just came in and won the vacant titles, and I was like, huh?
Well, it was during the whole MSK thing.
I know, but the fact they just brought them in out of nowhere to win the titles, and
I give Pretty Deadly what they. If you watch NXT UK, Pretty Deadly's been in the tag team scene for a while, so it makes sense.
They remind me of Chuck and Billy.
Yeah, I can see that.
Which I wasn't mad at either. It was pushing it, but I wasn't mad at it.
And then the main event match of the night, NXT Heavyweight Championship, Braun Breaker versus Joe Gacy. I was originally completely uninterested in Joe Gacy until I actually started watching him wrestle. He's more of an aggressive Kevin Owens, in my opinion. Just with the charisma of a
trash can.
Yeah, the charisma of a knockoff Bray Wyatt was my choice of words because he uses the same kind of music. I'm like, okay, so we have Bray Wyatt 2.0, but aggressive Kevin Owens wrestling style. Okay, I don't hate him.
More like 3.0 because Aleister Black is Bray Wyatt 2.0.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
3.0.
3.0. Yeah, it gets worse every time you make a new generation.
And then the horrible condition of where Braun Breaker, your babyface champion, who's so overly aggressive. Well, I will say one of the segments during the build was Joe Gacy kidnapped Rick Steiner.
Okay. Wait, didn't they kidnap his dad when his dad was around?
That's what I'm saying. It was Joe Gacy that kidnapped Rick Steiner. So the whole stipulation was if Braun Breaker disqualifies himself by using a steel chair, by intentionally low blow, then he will lose the title. And they did pull the Eddie Guerrero spot out for that.
Ooh.
Where slam the chair against the table, against the floor, throw it to the opponent, and the ref almost called it, and then the next ref came in and said, whoa, stop, he didn't do it, he didn't do it. And then the match continued. There was a good table spot. Braun Breaker with the counter of the year, in my opinion, because Joe Gacy tried to do something, a springboard back hand splash kind of thing.
Right.
Braun just
Which
countered
he's
that
too
into
big to be doing, by the way. I mean, he can if he can do it, fine, but it just doesn't look right when big guys do it.
It's weird seeing a big guy do it, but it's interesting. And then Braun just counters it into a straight spear.
Except for when fucking Dijakovic did it. Because he's a fucking freak of nature.
Dijakovic. I will stand Dijakovic.
Yeah, because he's a fucking freak of nature.
Exactly. He's a monster. In regards to overall the show, I gave it a 3 mathematically. I think I did like a 3.5, but the match of the night was definitely the Creed brothers and Pretty Deadly.
Okay,
and
that's interesting.
And they actually did have the best stipulation of the night, whereas if the Creed brothers lose, they're out of Diamond Mine.
Oh, please break up Diamond Mine.
I want to see Diamond Mine break up,
Isn't it just them and Strong left?
It's them, Strong, and 2 other people.
There's more people. I didn't realize there was more people.
Yes, there's more people.
Because I know they fired the girl. They fired the Asian dude.
They fired one.
They fired Malcolm Bivens.
Oh, there's another girl there now, and then there's another dude there now. And Roderick Strong's just the leader of the faction. Whereas, here's the thing. If we're building Roderick Strong versus Carmelo Hayes and we give, like, another style Undisputed Era where they're all holding a bunch of titles,
no.
Fine. No. I'm fine with that.
No.
But my God, it can't be Roderick Strong leading this faction anymore. I'm tired of seeing Roderick Strong as the leader of a faction. I like Roderick Strong and all.
I like him as a wrestler, but he has the personality of this pen.
I was gonna say a goldfish just sitting off on the table, but yeah, that works too.
He has the personality of this pen. He's an amazing wrestler, but that's why he was. That's why he worked well in Undisputed Era. Because remember when he was NXT before O'Reilly, Fish, and Cole showed up, and he was just kind of there.
I mean, here's the thing: one of the best reasons for Undisputed Era was his turn.
Exactly, for his turn. It wasn't really his personality. It was just the fact that he turned, and he just made that group more cohesive.
I do think Roderick Strong needs another title run. It's just that it's got to be North American title, and then you have to. If Braun Breaker gets called up, Carmelo Hayes instantly NXT champion, instantly. No debate on my end. No debate.
Speaking of NXT, what do you think about what is this? What is her name? Ava Raene.
I don't watch enough NXT enough to say.
Do you want to know who Ava Raene is, Marv?
Sure, go for it.
The Rock's daughter.
Oh, right. I forgot.
She's been renamed before she even gets on TV.
Yeah.
The one person where you would want to use their real name, they're not using her. Well, actually, fucking Braun Breaker. Same shit. Why is this person getting another fucking name?
Copyrights.
Did she not want to like use her father's clout?
Well, here's the thing. After it got changed, she came out on Twitter and said she took the company's side and said, I don't want to work off of my dad's fame. Bitch, nobody cares who you are without your dad's fame.
The only reason she might even be in wrestling is because of her dad's fame.
Until we see how good you actually are, we don't care other than your dad's fame.
Yeah, that's a good point.
We don't care other than your grandfather's fame. We don't care other than your grandfather's fame.
Wait, we now have
great grandfather.
We have two of the 4 elements now: the rock, earth, rain, water.
Wow, he put that together nicely.
You know what?
You know what? It's the Avatar. The
last
whole
Airbender.
The last Airbender.
Dwayne the Rock Avatar. Wow.
But yeah, she hasn't had an official match on NXT yet. I believe she's going to be in the women's breakout tournament.
No, that's already over.
Oh, excuse me. Then she's not in the tournament.
Well, here's the thing. The tournament's over. I didn't watch the tournament. If she was in it, that shows where she was, because the 2 people going into it is some Tiffany blonde who I don't even remember her last name.
And Nikita Lyons, who got injured.
She replaced Nikita Lyons, who got injured. The other person is Roxanne Perez, a.k.a. Roxy from Ring of Honor.
Right. So
we all know Roxy's winning it because Mandy Rose was the heel coming out of the match. Roxy or Roxanne Perez is the face. Right there's your match.
In some AEW news, Ring of Honor news, Tony Khan announced that there will still be a Death Before Dishonor at the end of July.
Okay.
That's it. That's the whole story. Death Before Dishonor will take place in Lowell, Massachusetts, July 23rd.
Ring of Honor somehow become worse, I think. Not because of the sense of Tony Khan bought it.
It has no direction.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's got no direction right now. It's just the namesake.
Even in that window of time where they released everybody from contracts and they were just doing, the like the 2 pay-per-views that they did before Tony Khan bought it, that was fine. But now it legitimately has no direction. And you've got Samoa Joe on an AEW contract. He's a champion. You've got
the
FTR. But then the world champion is Jonathan Gresham, who's not signed anywhere full time.
Right.
You've got Mercedes Martinez as the women's champion, but she's never on TV. Never on TV.
By golly.
Wheeler Yuta's the pure champion, and he's been off of TV for the last month. I guess he's hurt.
No, I think he's in Japan.
Yeah, you might be right. I did see him on a New Japan card. But, yeah, so Death Before Dishonor will still take place. Who knows how they're going to build to it, but it's going to take place.
I will say the one thing. I really do want them to push Wheeler Yuta in the right way, but they're not gonna. They're not gonna. I could tell right now they're not gonna, but he still has the potential to do it.
Yeah, because I've given up on people like Jungle Boy, who early on I was excited about.
I was giving up on Darby Allin in that sense.
Oh, I'm still big on Darby. It's just they haven't given him anything good to do in the longest.
Here's the thing. Here's the reason why I gave up on Darby. Because they instantly chose to pair him with Sting. So they're using Sting's name to help promote Darby. And what did they do for Jungle Boy? They gave him Christian Cage, but Christian Cage has barely been on TV. So it's still Jungle Boy and Jurassic Express doing that.
My issue with Darby is when you put him with an indie wrestler, he automatically defaults to just doing stupid indie stuff.
Yeah.
When you put him with a well-seasoned person, the guy can wrestle. He knows how to work as an underdog, small babyface. And he puts on a hell of a match.
But you say he's working with a seasoned veteran. Is that then the seasoned veteran not leading?
Exactly. When you give him somebody to teach him in the ring, it works.
Which leads to our next segment, the Athena botch.
Oh.
The one match that I know Messiah here did not like.
I skipped that match.
Exactly.
I think I skipped all the women's matches. To be honest, that was on Double or Nothing, right?
Yes.
I skipped all the women's matches.
No.
I didn't watch any of them.
No, it wasn't on Double or Nothing because Athena debuted.
Oh, yeah, she debuted there.
It was Dynamite.
Okay.
It was when she was wrestling one of the baddies. I don't remember which baddies
I think it was Red Velvet.
If it was Red Velvet, then yes. And then she goes for a Tope Suicida.
Oh yeah, she stopped.
She stops herself because Red Velvet was not expecting it and was not ready for it. So Athena stopped with one foot on the inside of the rope and just jumped at her. Which I didn't hate. It's if you had to go for the Tope Suicida spot, that was the safest way to do it. It just does not look good anymore.
You know, at that point, just don't do the move. That's my solution. Just don't do the move at that point. These people, they're not smart enough just to, okay, that's not going to work. Let me do something else instead. Take a baseball slide out the ring and then just clothesline her into the guardrail.
Yeah, that would have been better.
That's what you do. That's what you do.
I still like Athena, formerly Ember Moon from NXT and WWE, but
personally, I never got it with Ember Moon. Like I don't really have anything negative to say other than I just didn't get it. Right. I don't see it with her. That's the worst I can say about her.
Fair enough.
I don't have anything negative. Like I said, I don't have anything negative to say. Did you know that today, 40 years ago, Vince McMahon bought WWF from his father?
I thought you were going to say some like random football team.
Was it still WWF?
No, it was WWF then.
Okay.
It was WWF. He bought it for $1 million from his dad.
Wait. So he didn't inherit it?
No, he bought it.
I never knew that.
Because originally his dad didn't even want him to run the company.
Yeah.
Same way Vince now doesn't want his kids to run the company.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I don't want Shane running the company either.
I don't think Shane wants to run it at all, though.
Shane's out.
Yeah.
Because even when he came back for like the last 5 years, he did not hold an executive position.
Yeah, exactly.
He was talent and he was a match agent. That was it. He didn't buy back into the company stocks.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, everybody thought there was gonna be Trips taking over, but not anymore.
Triple H is out. Stephanie's out. Her job has been replaced. So technically, she doesn't have a job.
Yeah, Disney or somebody's gonna buy him or something like that.
Most likely Universal because of the Peacock deal.
Yeah,
you're right. So it's just gonna go to some conglomerate or whatever.
Fox is also an option because of the
Fox deal.
Because the deal that they have for SmackDown. I don't know why people keep saying Disney. I think just because Disney buys every fucking thing.
Disney buys everything. You can make that same argument for Netflix then.
Yeah. I said Disney just for that particular reason because they
Yeah,
buy
but
everything.
I think because Peacock already has the fucking intellectual property, it would make the most sense. So I think Universal would do it.
Whoever's best at putting the fucking TV shows on their mobile platform or their app platform.
And
please.
that's not Peacock.
I know. Please. I actually want to watch NXT the same week.
Damn, I don't even know what's the best streaming platform right now. I feel like they all have their benefits, but they all kind of suck at the same time.
Fuck it, Hulu.
Peacock sucks in every aspect.
Yeah.
I'll admit I'm fine with Peacock just because I could pay $5 with ads. I don't care about ads. I literally just go, all right, fine, whatever.
I think Paramount's too glitchy.
I haven't even tried Paramount yet.
Honestly, it's Netflix and Disney that have the best service.
Yeah.
My only thing I think I don't like about this, they don't have on-screen scan when you fast forward.
Yeah.
They don't have the on-screen scan. You just, okay, here's a random spot. Let me see if I can stop it.
I don't like that when you press on a show to watch.
It automatically plays.
It just plays. It doesn't let you pick the episode.
Right.
And I'm like, what the hell?
Because then you have to go back once it starts and then search the episode.
Exactly.
I don't like that too.
I don't like that. Like, what the hell?
Same problem with Peacock.
Maybe Hulu because they have the ESPN deal. It would make sense to sort of get all of the sports shows, especially with ESPN.
Yep. You want to know something funny? Disney owns Hulu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But I'm saying if Disney, instead of putting it on Disney Plus, like
they would
Peacock
put it on Hulu.
put it on Hulu. Yeah.
That would be good. I think Hulu has the best shows in general. Like Netflix has good original shows.
Yeah.
Right.
But Hulu has the best TV content on their platform.
Which would then continue to make sense.
Yeah.
The only thing is how are the premium live events going to work? Are you going to do it like currently what Peacock's doing, or which I would hope you would do?
Which I think Peacock screws up too, because they just fucking start a stream at 6 o'clock and it's just there, coming, and then it just randomly comes. Whenever W starts to start the stream on their end, it fucking starts. It's like us turning on YouTube at fucking noon and then we go live at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
That's what fucking Peacock does. Like, are you serious?
I don't hate that. Here's my thing. Peacock needs to fix the ad placement.
See, I have ad free, so I don't even know.
Right, I don't mind. I don't mind having an ad. Either do it at the beginning of a segment or at the end of a segment. Don't do it during the middle of a segment, which happened to me during WrestleMania.
Oh, brother. Yeah,
Damn.
YouTube does that too.
YouTube is totally random.
YouTube, I think I'll watch 3 minutes of a video, ad. Another 3 minutes, ad. Another 3 minutes,
Right.
ad.
But then you'll go for in half an hour with no ads, and then you'll get another 5 in 3 minutes.
Yeah, it's what the hell? They just want me to pay the premium.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what
Yeah. Nobody fucking buys YouTube TV. Yeah. Anyway, let's get to Ultra Heelz fantasy booking.
Oh yeah, I just realized the time. We gotta go through this.
Last week, Alex D. Heel had his pay-per-view. Seasonally appropriate, it was Double or Nothing for Dragonforce. The opening match was Tommaso Ciampa taking on Jacob Fatu. And people got to watch MLW, man. Because nobody voted for Jacob Fatu except for me and 4 of the people. Tommaso Ciampa won 85% to 15.
One of the Ciampa voters is right here.
Okay, good. Go watch MLW, people. He's a fucking beast. Bloodline, more Bloodline. Samoans everywhere. They're taking over the fucking planet. Oh my God. In match 2, for the Evolve Tag Team Championships, It was the Briscoe brothers, the champions, taking on the Authors of Pain with Paul Ellering, who almost got fired a month ago. And now they're in a title match. And they were this close, 51 to 49%. The Briscoes retain.
Oh, thank God. I saw a different number when I voted for the Briscoes.
It was you.
No. I saw a different, completely different. I saw AOP leading at the time.
Oh, yeah. When I voted, because I wait to vote after I post the shit.
Right.
So by the time I voted, AOP was up big. It was like 85 to 15 when I voted.
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. I'm like, I saw like an 80% lead for AOP. I'm like, what the?
Yeah. And then match 3 for the vacant World of Stardom Championship, because Sasha Banks has been stripped after she walked out.
I call bullshit.
Hey, we got to keep kayfabe.
I know.
We got to keep kayfabe. She walked out, so the vacant championship was contested for by Deonna Purrazzo, the former champion, and Victoria. And Deonna has won 61% to 39 over Victoria. In a cage match, by the way. In a cage match.
Oh, I didn't realize it was a cage match.
It was a cage match, yes. Cage match.
I would have given it to Victoria then because of spiders.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then in a Falls Count Anywhere match, the Warlord, Wardlow, has defeated Jay Lethal.
That makes sense.
And I believe that sets him up for a world title match. I think that's what Alex was doing. I think that gives him a shot at the title eventually. And the world champion, Cesaro, took on Kevin Steen. And this one I'm really shocked at. Cesaro dominated 76 to 24 over Kevin Steen.
I was part of the 76%.
I voted for Steen.
Here's the thing. Cesaro's been so abused by WWE and not getting a world heavyweight title shot. Everyone wants Cesaro to be the world heavyweight champion.
I don't know, but I just feel like that Kevin Steen was just so big coming out of Ring of Honor at the time.
Oh, yeah, obviously, yeah, but...
Well, jumping over to Warzone. This week's episode will kick off with the new World Tag Team Champions, the AEW World Tag Team Champions, the Brotherhood, in a non-title match, taking on Red Dragon.
Steve usually plays like a little crowd.
Yeah, we can do that.
Did I miss that vote?
Yeah, we've added that in the last couple weeks. Yes.
Oh, no. I'm saying, I didn't remember voting for that yesterday.
No, this is the next week's voting.
Oh, okay.
And then, in a promo, AJ Styles, Finn Balor, and Adam Cole, Bullet Club, will come to the ring for a promo. AJ's going to say, I've got gold around my waist. Finn Balor, he's got a match on the other show to take on their champion. He's going to have gold around his waist. Adam Cole, he's going to go face Bryan Danielson. He's going to take the Openweight Championship. He's going to have gold around his waist. And we're just going to have all the gold because we are too sweet. Match 2. The Bullet Club will take on The New Day. Match 3. Mercedes Martinez will take on Mickie James. Match 4. Darby Allin versus William Morrissey, a.k.a. Big Cass, a.k.a. Big Ass.
XL?
Yes, Cass XL. Then we'll have an interview with Jordynne Grace. I was the number 1 contender, but I didn't get a fair match against Asuka. Nikita Lyons snuck her way into my match. Shane has to do the right thing and give me a one-on-one match. And I want that match now. So our main event is Asuka versus Jordynne Grace for the Women's Championship, the TNA Women's Championship. And that will be next week's episode of Warzone. And one last thing before we still got 2 minutes. Where was this article at? I found this quite interesting. Jeff Hardy was on Chris Jericho's podcast. And Jeff Hardy said he felt ashamed to be chasing the 24 title championship.
Yeah.
His last days of WWE before he disappeared in a house show.
The 24/7, 365, 48-hour, 24/7, whatever the hell.
I-95 South.
Yeah, I-95 South.
World Championship. Get it right, sir.
You're right.
I-95 South. Because us here on the East Coast know what I-95 is.
It's the worst highway in America.
In New Jersey, it's the worst highway. When you leave New Jersey, it's actually pretty nice.
I don't know. I took it down to Georgia one year, and it was horrible.
Really?
Yeah.
I know Virginia's bad, too.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Yeah, we passed through Virginia.
Yeah, Virginia sucks.
Yeah, it was
It's fucking awful. Only shitty people like Hangman Page are from Virginia. But anyway, Jeff Hardy said, I feel bad about saying this because I am easy to work with and will pretty much do anything. But I was pretty crushed that day. I was like, this is it? Why are they doing this to me? That's not an arrogant thing to say, but I feel ashamed. But I did it, man. What does this mean? That's true. Why did you have a former 2-time world champion chasing a meaningless title around the arena?
But why did Becky do that on Monday then?
I forgot to bring that up during the show, which was complete crock of shit. To put Becky in a match for the 24/7 championship and then beat her, albeit by interference, but you then beat her? I was like, in my mind, I'm like, oh, good, Becky's going to win it, and she's going to throw this shit in the trash, and we're not going to have to deal with it anymore.
Yeah, no, that ain't.
That's what I was thinking, but whatever.
That's what we were hoping.
Yeah. Thank you for coming and covering for Alex the Heel, who hopefully has, gargled some Listerine and get that pussy hair out of his throat.
Well, what's the outro song? Is it Questions? Or what is the intro song, I guess?
It's the intro song. It's the same thing.
Oh, but what is it called? It's called
I
Questions?
forgot. It's on my fucking playlist.
It is this one.
No, that's not it. That's somebody else's music.
I'm playing other people's podcast music on this show.
Hold on, we're going to find out together. I forgot what it's called.
Don't worry, the podcast won't end until we find the outro music.
Is it Rattlesnakes?
It's called Just Us League.
Oh, that's right.
There
Now
we go.
I remember.
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah, that sounds like it.
I got it.
I can play it from my phone
Right?
if we want to do it this way.
Yeah, let's just do it the
We can do
botched
the
way.
getaway.
Too many botches this week, so we might as well just do it the botched way.
Steve is so good at this. I miss him so much.
Yes, salute to Mr. J. Kidd. We'll hopefully see you soon.
Yeah,
take care
man.
of what you got to take care of, man. I have been Darth Messiah 2.0, and
Bartman.
good night, Gnarly Marv.
Good night, gentlemen.
Good night.
Peace.